Presented by New Era. Yes, getting cold outside. Pick up a hat that fits the award that we're going to give out, because we all know the nominees for the Golden Globes and the SAGs were announced this week. We're going with an award show theme for this week, all caps. And let's grab the cap right now of the team whose final 3 weeks will have the most drama. Always with the drums.
All right. I'll jump right in. Now, here's the thing about the Patriots. They're still one of the best teams in the business. But all of a sudden, it's like Xerxes is bleeding. And everybody's sitting back saying, how can we take out the Patriots while they're walking wounded? Even though they have a fantastic record, even though they're going to make the playoffs, and they could end up in Miami. But while they are struggling, everybody's taking shots at the champ. Tom Brady in this offense, the last 6 weeks, 17 points again. 17 points per? We're talking as bad as the Bengals. The Bengals of all teams. So right now, the most drama is if this offense can self-correct. Because we always say, they're one of the best at fixing things. Doesn't seem like the case right now.
They lose to the Bengals, like, drama of the year.
Yes, unless... I'll put this one on. I like that there's all of our makeup is already inside this hat because we've worn it.
Somebody should wash these.
Yeah, I think so. Dallas Cowboys, they're 6-7, and like you think it's hot now. If they lose this weekend to the Rams, if they lose to the Eagles, you know, like those the Purge movies. Are you into those things where there's no laws and anyone can do anything they want?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame quarterbacks on the radio every 5 seconds, like throwing shade at the owner. They haven't won. The coach is a dead man walking. The quarterback hasn't been paid. I feel like we've gotten a whole year's worth, whole franchise worth of drama out of the Cowboys, and you ain't seen nothing yet. This next month, buckle up, because I don't see anything that says they're going to fix it. Sorry.
The Golden Globes are great because whereas the Oscars might be a little stiff and a little more formal, the Golden Globes, they're maybe a little, they're having fun.
Ricky Gervais is just roasting people.
It's the Hollywood Foreign Press. I remember Jack Nicholson always sitting in the front row, just having a drink and enjoying himself. I'm watching the Browns over these final few weeks, and I'm going to do the Jack and just
Go on. That's some Jack already.
We'll see what happens, because now we've got Baker calling out the training staff. We've got Odell maybe wanting to play for another team. You got Odell, maybe he's not happy. Baker, are you friends with Odell? Odell, are you friends with Baker? Oh, and then there's an insurance ad every 2 seconds featuring the quarterback doing funnies. So let's see how it goes. We got a month left. They're not going anywhere this season. How will this play out? I'm just here for the drama.
The drama.
Lead actor.
Yeah.
A big category.
Sure. I'm gonna
Lead actor, not for the rest of the way. 3 games to go in the regular season, then the playoffs. Just for week 15. A crucial La Pivita.
I'll go with a thespian. This guy's been in Me, Myself, and Irene, Ted 2. I'll go with Tom Brady, acting like he's happy and acting like he's thrilled with the weapons around him. You know that "this is fine" meme where your little dog's sitting in the fire? Brady's been doing some acting lately, and I respect it. It kind of reminds me of like the legendary Raul Julia when he was in the Street Fighter movie, and it's like this awesome, incredible, respected actor, and he's hanging out with like Van Damme and some guy playing Zangief, and you just feel for him. He did the movie because his kids like Street Fighter. Tom Brady's going to have to act like he's still the best quarterback in the league over the next few weeks, because otherwise there's not the supporting cast, or they don't know their lines. They're not off book. I think we're going to see him with some of Brady's greatest performances, especially in the press conference when he pretends he doesn't want to burn the world.
All right, for me, I'm going to go with a guy that is really stealing the show.
Okay.
And he's stealing every scene that he's in, and that is Lamar Jackson. We know that he's 20-something yards away from breaking Michael Vick's record. He has 35 touchdowns, on pace for like 43, 45 touchdowns. But, you know, he's very, like, understated. He's soft-spoken. He doesn't say much, but when you see him, it's like you can't take your eyes off. It's kind of like Benicio del Toro, you know what I'm saying? He's a little raspy. You're like, what are you saying?
There's something different about it.
I was going to say Adam Driver.
Yeah, exactly. It's not your usual suspects, but he's snatching every single opportunity
Can't look away.
he gets. So I'm going with Lamar Jackson because he steals the show every time he's on the scene.
1991 Golden Globes.
They got
Let's go.
Best lead actor,
What do you
drama
got?
series. We
series.
got Mark Harmon from Reasonable Doubt. So we've got Rob Morrow for his work from Northern Exposure. But Scott Bakula took home the trophy, guys. For Quantum Leap. He went back in time.
My favorite
And he
show.
went back in time and did all these journeys and would change history. Carson Wentz, it's not too late to go back in time. Rewrite history. Rewrite your story. Let's rewrite the season. Carson Wentz, they've got the Redskins. Go and get another victory. Then you've got the Cowboys next week. Go and get another victory. This season was written off by everybody, yet somehow something happened in the halftime of last week's game against the Giants, And Carson Wentz emerged as a leader, as a guy that could throw it on his back, and as a guy who will throw to Jay Perk, Josh Perkins, and Greg Ward, and guys you might not know. Quantum Leap, Scott Bakula, Carson Wentz, you are the best actor this year. Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, we like to have directors here on the show. Sometimes you play a director, whatever it is that you do.
It's all about the vision right here. You got right there.
Which team is going to have the best director in Week 15? Looking at the list of Golden Globe nods, there are a couple of movies you've seen and haven't seen. You haven't seen The Joker. Todd Phillips is nominated. Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I know you saw in theaters.
Oh, hell yes, I did.
And then The Irishman, which you have not seen. So,
breaking news, I've completed The Irishman. Did the Scorsese get it? Did he get it? I'm going to show up for shorts tomorrow on the show. All right, listen. Reigning coach of the year, Matt Nagy, he reached into the bag of tricks. You know that. He compared the team to the Major League Baseball, the World Series. They did Augusta Silence. There's no trick necessary for this. You want to motivate your actors? All you have to do, go back to Bears-Packers Week 1. There was a quote after the game that came from the Packers secondary. If you could run it, please. Matt Schneiderman from The Athletic had it. Tremont Williams, Packers. We wanted to make Mitch play quarterback. We knew they had a lot of weapons, knew they were dangerous, we knew all those things. But we knew if we can make Mitch play quarterback that we'd have a chance. Done, simple, give you motivation, do your scene. Your job is easy this week, Matt Nagy. Now go up there and execute. Loved it. Irishman's still a little long. Still. You couldn't have cut a half hour? We need much of that daughter, Anna Paquin.
Hey, shouldn't talk much. Bengals taking on the Patriots. I'm going to look at Zach Taylor right now because there's a little wrinkle in this whole Patriots story about the Bengals aren't happy about it. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's nothing, it'll be dismissed. The Bengals are angry.
They're going to do something?
They're like the league, like, investigate this. Because if it was the Steelers or if it was another team, you'd be up in arms and everyone would be, don't treat us like we're some 32nd team. Bengals taking on the Patriots, and whether or not Belichick needed to scout them or not, it doesn't matter. This could be the entire season for Zach Taylor. I want to see what he can do. Guess what? The Patriots are reeling. Bengals, they're coming off a win the last couple
of
weeks.
Let's go.
Hey.
All right, speaking of directors, I'm going with a guy who's like a young Alfred Hitchcock, you know, because when he first got to San Francisco, Kyle Shanahan, it was like a horror movie. Guys are falling left and right. He couldn't get his guys on the field. And you know what? It was fitting because the Seattle Seahawks, I guess you could say the Birds, were running the NFC West.
Here we go.
But you know what? He got some beasts on that field, some scary dudes. And that Bosa, he is playing like a psycho right now. So I'm going with Kyle Shanahan, the best director. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yes, I do.
Go 4-12 and flip that record, possibly better this year. You got to give him shout-outs to Beck the record, and all jokes aside, Coach of the Year.
Okay.
Trakes, ever since you wore that Bengals pajama the day after Thanksgiving, things have really gotten a little wild for them.
They've been
winning games.
Loosey-goosey. They feel good.
Hey.
So are you, Iron?
That inspired them. Hey, do you guys want to take a field trip?
Yes.
Let's go inside the mind, the beautiful one of Peter Schrager to tell us how random teams that we might not think can make the playoffs can make the dance. And normally we see perfect tackles from linemen or defensive backs. This week, it's a quarterback.
This is the best.
The quarterback,
Hell
the best one on planet Earth.
Is there anything not coming up Tannehill these days?